I'm here to explore and understand more about the Indian Navajo culture.
This is her home.
Yeah.
She has this whole area to live in by
great.
herself.
It's beautiful in a way that I didn't even comprehend until I came here. So people used to live inside this?
Yeah, this is where they were living, was their home.
Wow. To speak with them and get to know their history and their take on spirituality.
The Creator gave us the landscape with the vegetation. It's a resource.
Understand their stories and their dynamics within their family.
Brings like, family, friends together.
That's great. Is your family?
Yeah.
And the way they view the world. And as best as I can in the amount of time that I have, try to get to know them.
I've seen them kneel with bated breath for their ritual. I've watched this experience raise them to pseudo higher levels. I've watched them leave their families in pursuit of your nirvana. I've seen them coming to line up from Switzerland and America.
The White House ruin in Canyon de Chelly is the first place that we went to see. And we performed right in front of it. And to be standing that close to something that that tells such a story of the Anasazi people is humbling. And to see their different way of life, how they used to live communally and still do to a very large extent. Something that I very much believe in. They very much exemplified that by the way that they lived.
Of instant salvation, and I've seen their righteousness mixed without loving compassion. I watched you smile as the students bow to kiss your feet. How long will this take, Baba? How long have we been sleeping? Do you see? Will this cost?
I feel blessed that there are these extrapolations outside of my music that I'm able to delve into and experience based on the fact that I am in the public eye. There are so many things that have come of it that have been so positive. One of them being taking part in this show and being able to bury myself deep within areas in this reservation that I may not be able to otherwise. So people used to live inside this?
Yeah, this is where they were living, was their home.
Wow. How many people do you think would be in this one?
And that one's probably like 4 to 6 people, because they're small. The insides, they were small, yeah.
Wow. And how many people in total all up on this whole ledge?
Probably somewhere around 100.
Wow. How long ago were people living here?
This one, I'll say somewhere over maybe 1,300 years ago.
And the people here disappeared at some point?
Around 1300, the Andesite, they left this area. Cold weather came through here, and they can't survive.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say it didn't rain for 20 to 30 years, so they had to leave this area.
Okay.
Right up here, you see some hand. They put their hand on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
This is you. If you hold your left hand, go like this. Mm-hmm. This is loving yourself. You're hugging yourself.
Ooh.
This is your mother, your father,
Mm-hmm.
your grandmother, your grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Even they're gone, they left, you can contact with them with your thumb this way.
That's amazing. So what was this? This was me,
Mm-hmm.
my mother,
Your mother,
my father, my grandmother, my grandfather.
Yeah.
I want to reach them.
No sun shama baka baka na shago shit one long way yo. No sun shama baka baka na shago shit one long way yo.
To go into the painted cave and actually seeing the painted hands on the wall, for me, was that, you know, the more I read about history, the more I understand that there's several different takes on history. There's a lot of revisionism that goes on. But when you're at a wall with paintings of children's hands on it and families, it's pretty undeniable that they existed.
That I would be good, even if I did nothing. That I would be good, even if I got the thumbs down. That I would be good if I got and stayed safe.
I could definitely envision myself living amongst these people many, many years ago. In as best a way as I can possibly do, I try to recreate that in my present day life. But there's something to be said for the simplicity and yet the perfection in which, in the way that they live their life, in the way that they cook prepared food and expressed, and their music and their rituals and their prayers and their dances, and everything had such a perfection to it. Nature is a great audience. When I'm writing songs, I write to myself, and it feels as though things are being channeled through me, and I feel humbled to be able to express myself in the way that I do. So to be in a setting such as this, and to sing in such utter silence amongst the odd sound of an animal is the purest environment in which I could express myself.
Just me, or is it dark in here? And you're like a 90s Kennedy, and you're really a million years old. You can't fool me. They'll throw opinions like rocks in riots, and they'll stumble around like hypocrites. And is it just me, or is it hot in here? Well, you may never be a happy husband, you may never have and hold a child, you will learn to lose everything. We are temporary arrangements. Yeah, da, da, yeah, da, da. Ooh, da, da, yeah, da, da. And you're like a 90s Noah, and they laughed at you as you packed all of your things, and they wonder why you're frustrated, and they wonder conquests and queries. Ooh,
We're in Mystery Valley here, and over my left shoulder is Monument Valley in the distance. I've been inspired, and the word that keeps coming up for me is awe, because I'm in such awe of not only the beauty of how this place looks and the landscapes, but the humility and openness of the people that I've met, and their humor and their take on life. I'll go first in case, I fall back.
Yeah, that's my job, is to catch you on the way back up. Put you back
You
on
get
your
me on
feet.
the way back down. So people would hide here when the Navajo people were being attacked, or even
Yeah.
further back?
That was it. That's like you go to sleep with your one eye open, one
Right.
sleep.
Oh,
That
God.
was it, and your identity is the one,
Right.
It's amazing what it was like. My grandma says, we were something just to get hunted. Human used to hunt. Navajos, like men, kids, children, everything. So
Because they wanted to take over, or because what was their motivation?
I think there was basically take the habitat, the territorial that we've been given from the Creator. The Creator's the one that gave it to us.
Right.
Gave me a language. Gave me spirit inside of me to function out here,
Right.
And that's what we do. And this is a habitat.
Right.
This is where you're happy.
Yeah.
You can't take me away from it.
No. I've ridden horses since I was quite young, and I've had a couple of disastrous moments. So this is going to be a way of reclaiming my courage on a horse. There's really no better way to experience this kind of an environment than on and with an animal that is that beautiful and is part of this landscape.
Burn the books, they've got too many names and psychoses. All this incriminating evidence would surely haunt me if someone broke into my house. Suits in the living room. Do you realize, guys, I was born in 1974. We've got someone here to explain your publishing. We know how much you love to be in front of audiences. Hopeful, you are schoolbound, you are naive, you are driven, you are take a trip to New York with your guardian and your fake identification. When they said, is there something, anything you'd like to know, young lady? You said, yes, I'd like to know what kind of people I'll be dealing with. Precocious, you are headstrong, you are terrified, you are ahead of your time, you are.
mind are staring, but we're surprised you're not in a far gone asylum. We're surprised you didn't crack up. Lord knows that we would have liked to have been there, but you keep pushing us away. Resilient, you are big time. You are ruthless. You are precious. You are la da 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 la da da We were all saying we wanted to do our entire next record in that cave. Might be a little logistically nightmarish, but we'd probably do it. At least one song. Hi. It was amazing to meet this woman who showed us her hogan.
This is your home?
This is her home.
Yeah.
She has this whole area to live in by
great.
herself.
It's beautiful.
And she'll
And have her explain the ritual that young girls who are sort of coming of age and coming into womanhood go through. And she showed us how they make the food and how they make the rug. She showed me the first rug that she had ever made when she was young, when she was younger than I am.
Heaven.
And she was just a beauty, super goddess.
You are the original exemplary. You are the original template. I've seen you actually. How revered were you? Honestly, at the time, why pleased with your love maintenance? You loved us more than we could have loved you back. Where was your ally, your partner in feminine crime? Oh, mother, who's your buddy? Oh, mother, who's got your back? The heart of the house, the heart of the house. All hail the goddess.
I have been having the best time on this trip, and several times during this trip I've decided definitively that I was moving here and I was going to live in a hogan. And I still might do that. But my friends laugh and say that I'd last a week, which is not true.
Who's your friend? The heart of the house, the heart of that house. All hail the goddess. We left the men and we went for a walk in the Gatineaus and talk like women to women would. Women to women would. Where did you get that from? Must have been your father, your dad. I got it from you, I got it from you. Do you see yourself in my gypsy garage sailways?
I like your hair. Like this too.
One more.
Okay, bye. See you. Watch it behind you. Bye.
Any opportunity that I have like this to immerse myself in a culture that is so vastly different from the one I was born and raised in is humbling. It's something that I will miss and I will think of every time I look at my turquoise. Walking through Slot Canyon was mind-boggling. Oh my. Oh. Just because of how the water had shaped the rocks. Amazing. I mean, human beings could never have built that.
Wow.
Amazing. One of the things that I have been in such awe of are the colors here and the different lighting that showed up, whether it be in the cave at a certain time of day, or the dusk, or the morning. I mean, all of the lighting was completely natural, and we didn't use any lighting of our own. And I think a lot of it was really captured in a beautiful way. I went to your house, walked up the stairs. I opened your door without ringing the bell. Walked down the hall into your room where I could smell you, and I shouldn't be here without permission. I shouldn't be here. Would you forgive me, love, if I didn't sit in your shower? Would you forgive me, love, if I laid in your bed? Would you forgive me, love, if I stay all afternoon? I took off my clothes, put on your robe, and I went through your drawers and I found your cologne. Went down to the den, found your CDs, and I played your Johnny, and I shouldn't stay long. You might be home soon. I shouldn't stay long. Would you forgive me, love, if I didn't sit in your shower? Would you forgive me, love, if I laid in your bed? Would you forgive me, love, if I stay all afternoon? I burned your incense, I ran a bath, and I noticed a letter that sat on your desk. It said, hello, love, I love you so, love. Meet me at midnight, and love, it wasn't my writing. I better go soon. It wasn't my writing. So forgive me, love, if I cry in your shower. So forgive me, love, for the salt in your bed. So forgive me, love, if I cry all afternoon. As we were talking outside, it was cold. We were
shivering yet warm by the subject matter. My wife is in the next room. We've been having troubles, you know. Please don't tell her or anyone, but I need to talk to somebody. He said, wouldn't it be a shame if I knew how great I was? 5 minutes before I died, I'd be filled with such regret. Before I took my last breath, and I said, but you're going to tell me this now, and you're not going to die anytime soon. And I said, I haven't been eating chicken or meat or anything. And you said, yes, but we've been wearing leather. And I laughed and said, we're the top of the food chain, and yes, you're still a fine woman. And I cringed. I was hoping we could heal each other. I was hoping we could be brought together.
There's really nothing that can compare to how I feel when I sing or when I write music. It's the closest I feel to God. It's the most tangible form I have that a God, or that God is us, or that God is. So when there's that convergence, when all my bandmates and members and myself and our intention is all the same, and there's this collective intention, we're greater than the sum of our parts.
When I walked by, they said, thank you too, dear. I was all pigtails and cords. And there was a day when I would have said something like, hey, dude, I could buy and sell this place, so kiss it. I too once thought I was owed something. I was hoping we could challenge each other. I was hoping we could crack each other out. I too once thought that when proved wrong that I lost somehow. And I too once thought that life was cruel. And it's a cycle, really. I think I'm withdrawing and guilt tripping you. Well, I think you're insensitive and I don't feel hurt. And I said, do you believe we are fundamentally judgmental, fundamentally evil? And you said yes. I said, I don't believe in revenge, in right or wrong, good or bad. You said, well, what about the man that I saw handcuffed in an emergency room, bleeding after beating his kid, and she threw a shoe at his head? And I think what he did was wrong, and I would have had a hard time feeling compassion for him. I had to watch my tone for fear of having you feel judged. And I was hoping we could dance together. I was hoping we could be creamy together.
This place here, we're in the Box Canyon, and it's part of Mystery Valley. And there are ruins, throughout the canyons in the Box Canyon, so you probably saw some of it.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah, this is called House of Mini House Ruins, and they date back probably like to 1200 AD. And we were talking about it, last night at our place. We had a campfire like this too, and we invited friends over, and we had a cookout, and people talk, about certain things, and we enjoyed it. We really enjoyed it.
It's amazing.
And it brings like, you know, family, friends together. You know.
That's great. Is your family?
Yeah. And then the Eagle Creek Singers, so they're good singers. And most of the songs that they do, he's a person that writes all the songs.
You?
Yeah, he does. So mostly like, you know, meditation, thinking about, you know, just being by yourself is when these songs come about. So the chants, you know, the words that are in the songs, you know, they come about and they're beautiful.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We'll get to hear a little bit. A lot of what's happening here are things that I, as best as I can, try to recreate in my home. Drum circles, sweat lodges, nature, silence, meditation. There's a lot of what they do and how they live that I very much respect and relate to in some cases, and particularly the drum circle tonight. I have drum circles all the time at my house. We try to recreate it in my living room. And we come damn close, but this is the real thing. I actually asked one of the men that wrote the songs that they played how he wrote them, and he says that he never writes anything down. He just sings it, and if he memorizes it, great. It's etched in his head, and if he forgot it, only recently did he realize that it would be a really good idea to tape some of it so he didn't forget it, which is exactly the way that I write. It organically became time for us to sing a song for them, and we had an extra band member, which was the Thunder, which very loudly kind of started the song for us. Kindly, thank you.
Like anyone would be, I am flattered by your fascination with me. Like any hot-blooded woman, I have simply wanted an object to crave. But you're not alone. You're uninvited. I'm unfortunate. Slide. Must be strangely exciting to watch the stoic squirm. slide. Like any uncharted territory, I must seem greatly intriguing. You speak of my love like you have experienced love like mine before. But this is not allowed. You're uninvited and unfortunate. Slide. I don't think you unworthy, but I need a moment to liberate.
Basically, the last few days have been way more than I even had anticipated. And usually I have no expectations before I go on a trip. But anticipation I did have, and this has surpassed anything that I had envisioned, basically. Getting to know the people within this culture, getting to know their views on life and their takes on their past and their future and their belief that our unbridled and unrestricted humanness would be able to come up with a form of unchaotic living, basically. And this trip has been very inspiring and very humbling, and the Navajo people have been so gracious and welcoming to us in a way that is not at all taken for granted. And I'm very grateful to them, and just much respect and much inspiration and much love to them. Unbelievable.
An old man turned 98. He won the lottery and died the next day. It's a black fly in your Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon, 2 minutes too late. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think it's like rain on your wedding day? It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Mr. Play It Safe was afraid to fly. He packed his suitcase and kissed his kids goodbye. He waited his whole damn life to take that flight. And as the plane crashed down, he thought, oh, isn't this nice? And isn't it ironic? Don't you think it's like rain didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Well, life is a funny way of sneaking up on you when you think everything's okay and everything's going right. And yeah, well, life is a funny way of helping you out when you think everything's gone wrong and everything blows up in your face. A traffic jam when you're already late, and no smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's meeting the man of my dreams, meeting his beautiful wife. And isn't it ironic, don't you think? A little too ironic, and yeah, I really do think it's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures?
Visit our official website at musicinhighplaces.msn.com.